vision. You should have all the tools and standards and follow that, which again in some cases is an issue, depending which country and even within a country or municipality there are standards that have to be followed. They're not all receptive to this. Interoperability issues, as much as we got great organizations like MBUS, Fair Hair Alliance, Foundation for, or the Thread Group, BACnet, Lawn Talk, all of these groups. CABA works with all of these groups, so virtually all of them, to try to help educate and inform what they're doing. So ultimately, that's improving. We cannot exclude the owners and occupants. We've got to get the messaging out to the people so they understand the value proposition. They start to demand that I'm not going to work in an unhealthy building. Sick building syndrome. That doesn't make sense. So training and certification is key. And actually, there's a lot of good organizations do training. And then finally, one of the problems, of course, credits and incentives. Could be utilities, could be governments, could be municipalities. It could be part of the value proposition, like performance contracting. So those incentives are very powerful and should be taken advantage of. And sometimes people don't even realize there are major incentives. So I'm getting to the end, which is good, because I may only have 5 minutes. So the key conclusions are there's a lot of great knowledge in this marketplace. There's a lot of great products in the marketplace. And so how do we actually educate and inform the marketplace of the process that they should follow, the technology that's there, and what they're actually expecting that there's a 46% growth rate that's coming in this industry, and that's huge. So what we need to do is get all of these organizations. If you exclude one, you will have problems. Or if one dominates in a way that is not conducive to the original vision, that can be a big problem. So we have a ton of research in our organization. A lot of it's free. Come to CABA's website and take advantage of all the free research and information, because no one person, no one company can know it all. So with that, I'm going to stop and just mention that we're going to do this draw for this this latest research report. So Anna, I think, is going to help me. If you want to get in on trying to win, we'll send it to you electronically, of course. This is my show model. And just give your card to Anna. And while she's picking up cards, I'm going to answer any questions you have. Now, don't give me any hard questions because I had a late night last night. Just teasing. So any questions? What does your company do, or what do you do with your company? Yeah.
I'm a planner. I'm an architect.
You are an architect.
Yes.
You're being shy. Well, so you understand. Here's the situations. Architects don't make a lot of money, right? I was just saying, unless you're very famous. So what happens? They try to squeeze the architect to maybe even do the work at a very smaller cost. And really, the big cost is on the operational side. 50% of a building, that's 40 years, say a 40-year life cycle for a building, 50% actually is operational cost. So if you take energy and cut 30% of it out, that's huge. So the architect has a major role and should be listened to, and I'm so impressed that you're here, because ultimately, unfortunately, it's always a challenge to get to events like this, so I compliment you. Now, did everybody give Anna a card if you want to be on this draw? Did everybody give a card to Anna? Any other questions? So if not, we're going to have Anna come forward. How many cards